Hi, my name is Nikki. Today I'll be analyzing the matchup you're seeing on screen right now, which is Ice Climbers versus Falco. This is from like a month or so ago where I played against Kinzo, who's the best German Falco and, in my opinion, probably the best Falco in Europe. He's also just very good against Ice Climbers. All the German Falcos, or the relevant ones, tend to be. Irfan is also really good. He was ranked 6th in Germany recently, and he beat Moff, the, I think, highest ranked ICs of the ranking last year. So yeah, German Falcos are pretty cracked in general and also at this matchup. So let's have a look at how these sets went. I got completely owned in the first set, and the second set and third set then went a lot better in the Grand reset. So let's see what happened there. First of all, as a general thing for this matchup, let's look at how these characters can hit each other. Of course, Falco has lasers, which are of course annoying, right? But Falco lasers themselves don't really do much, right? Like, sure, he can hit you with all of this, but getting hit by all of these lasers is still much, much preferable to getting shined a single time by Falco. So if you have to play it slow in neutral and like try to get ice blocks out, maybe try to interrupt a laser, that's fine. You just really want to make sure that you're not throwing an ice block in a situation where Falco could currently be jumping at you, because he can jump over ice blocks really easily and then you just get owned. So ice blocking is fine, you just shouldn't rely on it too much. The more important interactions are the ones where Falco can actually shine you. So if we look at something like this, we have the first way he can shine you, which is just by jumping forward with a short hop. He can do this with a short hop aerial, he can do a short hop approaching laser, or he can also just do like a jump in shine, like he does right here, right? Like you can just jump in, short hop height, shine, double jump away to do like a safe poke on shield. All of those are really annoying to get hit by, but for those where he actually ends up landing, you have the option of dash dance grabbing even against the laser if Nana's with you, because Nana will tank the laser for you like you just saw. And if he does the short up aerial, of course you can also dash dance grab that, right? It can be a bit difficult because it's hard to distinguish the short up aerials between this, right? Like whether it's the short up aerial or the shine double jump bait. So you don't always just want to raw grab as you see Falco jump at you. The better option, in my opinion, is to try to play in ways where you keep access to your back air, which is really important. You'll see that right here, if I try to play with my back air and I get lasered, I get turned around, so I can't back air as easily anymore. So turning around and shielding lasers and then doing these kinds of retreating back airs is really important, because they can beat approaching lasers, approaching aerials, and they can also wall Falco out from trying to like jump shine at you. He can avoid those back airs by full hopping over you, of course, right? But his full hop goes so high that you can avoid or throw out the back air to beat his short hop, land, and then still move around to the full hop in case he goes for it, right? Like right here, this still works, and if he had short hopped instead, I probably would have caught the short hop there. So this is the main interaction that I focused on the later sets that went wrong in the first set. Final one that he has is Falco can also just shine you on the ground, right? He can just running shine you in a similar way Fox can, right? Where he either just lands close-ish to you and then runs up and shines because he doesn't want to risk the short up aerial, or he just runs like a longer distance like here and then goes for running shine. But again, that shine hitbox isn't necessarily the biggest thing in the world. You see right here, the little red circle around Falco, that's his shine. And that is, if you're getting hit by that, Falco has to be on top of you, right? And then the mistake isn't necessarily getting shined, but it's letting Falco get on top of you where he could shine you. So if that happens a lot, you have to make sure that you preemptively move away, or you throw out hitboxes to avoid or to make sure that Falco doesn't get to just run on top of you. You can do that with blizzards, aerials, smash attacks. You can catch him as he's trying to run at you, right? As he starts his dash before he's able to leave his dash and enter run to do the shine. All of these things work decently well. So yeah, let's have a look at how the actual set went. So let's watch me get on, shall we? All right, what went wrong here? Game starts, I'm instantly getting owned. Okay, just try to chase the double jump after Falco's shine, which is something that you sometimes want to do. When Falco jumps at you, shines, and then you feel like, once they have shined, they have to fall down, right? They can't just keep falling in their shine because they're going to be super vulnerable. They're going to be falling really slowly. So yeah, it can be worth it to just try to double jump aerial at them, but it's not always something that works. So usually it's good to just wave the shot of shield and make sure you position yourself properly to catch their landing, which is another big thing that I focus on the later sets. Alright, you see already here that I'm trying to play more with my shield and my back air. As Sopo, it's a bit worse because your dash dance becomes a little bit worse. You can no longer do the Nana tech where you let Nana tag something for you, especially lasers. But still, game isn't going awfully, you know. First game of a set, usually not my strong suit. We're already seeing right here that Falco is just getting to land on top of the ice climbers a lot. Right, like here I get the dash dance grab on his aerial, could have gotten the tech chase, but that's fine, I got the grab. There's just a lot of positions happening where Falco double jumps when I'm not expecting it, or full ups when I'm not expecting it, and then just gets to come down on top of me completely for free. There was a spot where I managed to catch the double jump after the shine, which was great. But especially on FD, FD is a good stage in this matchup, but there's some Falcos, this just goes for all spacey opponents. Some spaces, if they're good at playing the ground game and the jump mix-ups, FD can feel almost harder than other stages because they can always land on top of you. Like you as Ices, you can't hide under a side platform as easily when someone's jumping a lot. And FD is still by far your best stage, but you have to know what to do against these kinds of players who are good at doing these kind of jumps. All right, let me try to turn the game music back on. Hope it sounds all right. Cool. All right, you see again, like right here, Falco comes down from a double jump, right? Falco doesn't have any other resources. And then like, I think 3 times in a row, I get hit by a double jump aerial, right? Like here, double jump comes down, I wave dash into the down air. Just have to wait out the landing. Falco has to come down. You don't have to go in. You can just stay a little bit further away. Same thing here. Falco's about to land on top of me. Maybe I tried to get my shield out, but then same thing again here. I tried to cover something when Falco's in a position where he could double jump, and I just end up getting hit by a double jump down air, which sucks, right? You don't have to punish the double jump down air, you just have to respect it, and that's enough, right? You don't have to grab it every time, you just have to make sure Falco isn't getting to avoid your first counter attack but double jumping over it, and then also gets to hit you himself when he's coming down with it. Nice. All right. One thing that I see players will sometimes do here is that they will slip hog and then just wait, ledge dash back on stage. Slip hogging, I don't love it that much because good spacies can stall for long enough to force Nana to get off ledge, because she's always going to get off ledge once you send her there. By doing this ledge grab right here, I'm able to, like, I'm looking for this up B at this height, and if it isn't coming, then I know the Falco has either dipped lower in the side being to ledge, or the Falco's going higher and I can now ledge dash back on and potentially still get a punish. So yeah, that's why grabbing ledge just as Sopo here is alright. You just want to make sure you grab ledge at a timing where their side B can't like currently be hitting you, if that makes sense, right? You don't want to be wave dashing off as their side B hitbox is already in this area, because then you just get meteored and you die. Same thing again right here, right? All these interactions are just Falco doing smart, safe approaches. Like here, this is that like shine double jump I talked about. This time Falco didn't do it out of a short hop shine double jump like I showed earlier. Instead, they do it from a side platform, which is very, very common on these stages because it gives them a little bit of a nicer angle to approach from, because they can also jump further from here than they can do from here. But yeah, Falco does the shine, double jumps. I try to catch the double jump, get down air, take free damage. All right. Again, Falco jumps at me, shine, double jump. I once again tried to catch Falco after the shine, miss my attack, get double jump down air. So this is just me doing the same thing over and over again and getting hit, which, you know, even decent players will experience that sometimes, and I really wonder how I can beat anyone doing stuff like that. But hey, that's the game, right? Especially as Ices, where there's so much, so many stones left unturned for you know, for the Ices meta to improve on, where you never really know what's good because we don't have as many Fox players as Fox players have Fox players, or rather, we just don't have as many players as Fox players do. So there's less like information being shared and less people showing it off at the top level. Alright, in this spot, getting off the ledge against Falco is really hard, because if they're smart, they will see you grab the ledge, and then time a laser so that if you were to ledge dash, the laser would hit you right as you get out of invincibility. And that makes it really difficult to, yeah, just play after your ledge dash, because sure, you can shield the laser or you can try to get a hitbox out, but if they're spaced properly, they will be out of range of something like ledge dash down smash, and what do you do then, right? Like the laser's gonna hit you, like what do you do about it? Alright, here we see a situation right at the start where ice blocking isn't good, right? Sure, if you think Falco's gonna play it slow and they're really far away, ice blocking is good, but not in this distance where you are right here and Falco's right here, right? That's just way too close. You know, if Falco's over here and ices are here, sure, shoot an ice block. What's the worst thing that can happen? But if Falco is like within short hop distance of you, that's just a no-go. You just get owned. Alright, same thing again here. I tried to space around the short hop approach, do it properly. Falco doesn't go for an aerial, just empty lands, which is very smart, doesn't give you anything to react to. And then here comes a shine double jump. And again, I know that Falco is forced to land. And even if Falco just falls straight down and lands right here, I will have some sort of pressure, because I could always just dash forward and grab them. Even if they empty land, that's going to be at least 4 frames of lag, which might barely be enough for me to, you know, get on top of them and grab them, maybe even dash forward, short up forward air, because it's easier to space around spacey shine with forward air from Ice Climbers, because your forward air has way more range. But this is just not what you want to do, right? If you see the full hop and the double jump, you just let Falco land. Like right here, if I just stood still right here, that would probably be much better than wave dashing forward here. Because sure, I'm cornered now, but also Falco has given up a lot of like pressure by doing the double jump and then being forced to land. Alright. Alright. He's so good at edge guarding ices. Whenever I try to get greedy as Sopo and just like drift to a ledge, he's always right there. Alright, here that kinda happened, right? Like I move around this shine, and then I punish like the double jump by trying to go under it, but even this might have not worked if Falco had down it instead. So it worked out, but I still don't love how I played it, and I think that was the main, like you can see that it's basically just the same thing hitting me over and over again. Didn't have Nana sync there, so it was hard to get an instant follow-up. I tried to delay the pummels by a bit to make sure Nana's with me, but I didn't quite have enough time to get the down throw handoff into the ledge handoffs. Once again, you see right here, Falco double jumps, lands with a back air, try to punish. I probably could have grabbed this, right? Like Falco did the back air, there was time to punish this, but like I said earlier, you want to avoid the distance or the range where Falco is on top of you and could shine you. And I'm basically just giving Falco that distance for free by running into him as he lands without like a clear whiff punish opportunity. Because sure, against Falcos who aren't quite as good at mixing up that drift, you might be able to grab them every time because they always drift towards you and just do a back air. They might even do the back air a bit too early, which makes it easier to space around. But the really good players, the Falcos will jump forward like this, they will shine, and then they will double jump. And sometimes they will land like this. Sometimes they'll land like this. Sometimes they'll, I don't know, go like this. Or sometimes they'll go up and then back, right? Or sometimes they'll go up and back all the way. And Ice Climber's grab is like this big, right? So sure, if they go all of this way and you grab right there as they land, you grab them. But what if they don't go all the way? What if they just go like this, right? Now you've just missed a grab right here, and Falco's just standing next to you waiting for you to do that. So yes, you can grab a lot of Falco's landings, but the better they get, the harder it gets to punish them out of it, especially when they full hop or double jump, because the higher they go up, the more they can drift to the left and right. Again, double jump downer hits me. right there was a better situation to contest the shine, because I saw the shine on my shield and I saw the double jump going over me, right? I didn't just have my shield get shined and then instantly act out of it. I waited in shield, saw the double jump was going this way, so over me, so I knew that I could probably get my upper out in time and be in a position where it would land. I didn't just try to do like any aerial out of shield to hit Falco's double jump. I waited to confirm where he's going. Alright, yeah, as Sopo, you can dash dance a lot more, obviously, because you don't have to worry about Nana being disconnected. And then you can still play a similar game where you can try to go for dash dance punishes. You can try to go for wave dash overshoots, like wave dash down smashes, if you feel like the Falco is staying a bit too far away. Something I'd really like doing is, if they shoot a laser, I try to power shield it. It's easier to power shield with your back turned while dashing away, so I'll do a dash away power shield, and then wave dash back into them with the power shield, like protecting me. Sometimes you can get a grab or a down smash like that, but Sopo against Falco is, you might play it and you might insta-kill the Falco, or you might play like 3 whole stocks as Sopo against Falco, where you just never hit them, because Falco can't play like that, and it's so hard to move against him. Okay, again here we have I'm starting to act a little bit later out of shield in spots like this. Like here I wait a bit longer, confirm the direction Falco's going in, and then get the aerial. Jump over the get up attack, but just merely misspace my back air. That happens. There was another like bad ice block earlier which got me shined, which sucks. Never want to risk that. And then, yeah, things go south very quickly if the Falco is doing it well. Now Nana's gone, and now this is very doable as Sopo. Forward tilt is a really strong option here if you can get to a position where you can land it. Something you can do is you can just take a laser and then try to do an upwards angles forward tilt. Regular forward tilt also works, but the upward angles forward tilt is a little bit more likely to beat Falco's short up aerials coming into you, though it will very often also just trade or lose to it if you don't if you don't get it out early enough. That was the certified ENFP side B, where you just go into them and hope that they fumble as they take damage. Yeah, when it comes to this first set, I think we've seen everything that needs to be seen. I think the next game just goes similarly to this one. So let's look at grand finals and see what changed, if anything. I think Grand Set 2 is probably the best thing to watch here, because that's when like the adaptation had fully set in, and I felt like I better understood what I needed to do. If we can get a video here. All right, this is game 5 of the first set, and here we have first game of the second set. All right, cool. You see right here that as the game starts, I go for the classic go desync with the ice block blizzards, because you can, as you do this, as you run off, Nana will run off the platform with you and then blizzard. However, this is risky, of course, because as Nana's falling down, she can get shined before the blizzard comes out, and Kinzo's good enough to know that and punish me for it. Yeah, sometimes the game just starts like that. You get shined once and then you never really get Nana back. That is okay. You just have to make sure it doesn't tilt you too hard. That full hop nair, I don't even know what the hell I was supposed to be. I think I read an instant full hop from Falco. Like Falco gets up and instantly tries to full hop out of the corner. Then this nair might hit and it might even combo into something. Nair stays out a bit longer than your other aerials. And it also hits a little bit more horizontally than up air does. But this is just too big of a commitment, because you see right here, once you land on a platform as Ices, you really don't want to be on platforms, especially if Falco's under you. It's very hard to come down without getting shined there. Alright, there is a mix-up going on here. Kinzo has insanely good smash DI against the down throw down airs. And here I basically just guessed twice in a row that he would try to do the survival DI, because the down throw down air regrab is basically a 50-50. If they want to get out of the down throw down air regrab, they have to smash DI down and away, which means forward smash will kill them instantly. And here I just knew that if I forward smash right away, then DI in would allow them to barely live, and I just need a little bit more damage. But you'll see that I play the other side of the mix-up a bit later as well. Alright, here's our first instance of like better gameplay around Falco's landing. I see the Falco full hop, and then instead of going to where the Falco is landing, like here, and wave dashing into that area, I try to move away from it first and then come back into that area with a blizzard out. So that now if the Falco lands here, I might not be able to true punish them, but I'll get them into this really awkward spot where they're landing, and right as they land, get blizzarded. You don't always get a grab like this, but you can, and it's great when you do. Alright, there's a small thing here. This down air is kind of like a panic option, but I knew that they couldn't crouch cancel it because they would just slide off the edge right here. And also, usually when people slide off or get pushed off the edge right here, it's very likely they're going to instantly double jump back on to not, fall too low. And that's why after doing the down air, I instantly full hop back air myself, and I managed to just barely trade with a Falco down air. So yeah, that's important to know. Alright, this is a spot that happens a lot as ICs. Right here, you're just barely not close enough to true punish the normal getup. You see right here, I tried to react to it. First of all, I was facing the wrong way, and I think, damn, seems like I was quick enough to punish it. I should have just like dashed 1 or 2 frames longer, but even then it would have been really close. What is good here is just dashing towards them and then doing a wave dash down right here. The wave dash down basically makes sure that you're completely stationary, and you're also in a position where if the Falco spot dodges, you can now dash forward and grab and confirm like the reaction and kill them. And while you're doing this, if they roll through you, you're now still close enough to them that you can turn back around and dash grab them. So in those tech chases, if you feel like you don't have a guaranteed regrab, just get close-ish into a spacing where you're not gonna get hit by instant turnaround up tilt from spacies and their shine. And then from there, even if they spot dodge here, as long as you just keep standing right here, and if you want to play it slow, you just stand right here and turn your back. Because once you turn your back, you can always threaten back air right here, so Falco can not comfortably move forward here. And also Falco can't really roll through you because you're already facing this way, so you might just be able to grab it or down smash it. Yeah, you just really want to make sure you're not getting reversal in those spots, because we want to make it hard for Falco to shine us, and this right here gives Falco a shine for free, right? And this was a shine, I just side beat on accident. Also, I was actionable already, so it wasn't like guaranteed. I probably should have shielded there myself to make sure I don't get shined, but hey, hard to judge those things in the situation. Alright, another situation, especially when Falco is going for Nana like this. Around platforms, it's very good to just position under the platform and then look from there what's going to happen. Because there isn't really that much Falco can do in order to both hit Nana and land safely. They have to choose one of the two. So if you're just standing right here and they go to hit Nana and then land right here, that's a much easier up air to land, and Nana probably isn't going to lose her stock quite yet, right? Like, she'll get hit away, but as you hit the Falco with an up air, he gets knocked down, Nana has time to come back, and maybe you can chain the up air into 1 or 2 more moves to give Nana even more time to catch back up to you. I forgot about that, that's so funny. Sorry about that. Sorry if that was loud. I'm sad that the camera is so dark at the top because I'm pretty sure I was laughing really hard here. Sorry, Kinzo. That's... Alright, this is another big thing here. When you get a grab like this and don't have Nana with you, there's 2 ways you can get a tech chase, right? You can down throw. However, the opponent really doesn't have a reason to not DI this way, right? If you down throw and they DI to the right, they get to land exactly in center stage, and the tech chase as Sopo is extremely difficult. It is technically doable, but I would say that it is practically, for most people currently, not something worth doing, because if they land right here after down throw, you have to move forward and position right where they land, so that if they take in place, you could grab them instantly. However, the tech roll away is so long that your dash forward grab doesn't reach it, so you have to react to tech in place with grab, and you have to react to tech roll away with wave dash grab, which is very difficult because the timing is very, very tight to react to the tech roll away with a wave dash. Tech in place and tech roll through you, right? So let's say you down throw, the Falco lands here, you stand right here, and then the Falco tech rolls through you. That one's doable because you can regrab that one with just dash, jump, cancel, grab. However, the tech roll away is so hard to react to that it's pretty much a 50-50, where you either try to react to this, the tech in place, and the tech roll through you, or you try to read the tech roll away. That's how I currently play it. I just try to play like a 50-50, where I react, try to react to everything that isn't tech roll away, or I try to read the tech roll away, especially if I've seen them do it once or twice. However, the solution to that is that if they're gonna be DIing this way for the down throw, it means that back throw will keep them very close to you and put them in knockdown right in the corner right here, which means that if they tech right here and they tech roll away, their tech roll now gets cut short by the ledge, which makes tech roll away much more easily reactable with dash forward grab. So now you no longer have to react to tech roll away with a wave dash, and now the tech chase becomes possible. So let's say I was facing the other way, right? Let's say the Falco was to my left and I was on the right. Then I would want to down throw, because that would mean that Falco either lands right here, which still, would maybe cut off his tech roll by a little bit, or if he DIs away on the down throw, then he's gonna land right here, and now once again, tech roll away is cut short. So yeah, that's why this back throw here is very good to know how to do. And the difficult thing can be reacting to the tech in place, especially when Nana is getting into the mix. As you do the back throw, and they do the DI in that you were hoping for, you can walk forward. And once you see this right here, like the spaceys like splitting their legs apart, now you know that it's a tech in place, because they only really like do the little leg split thing on tech in place. And that's when you just walk forward and then you press Z as soon as you see that. That's how I get the grab right here. And then Nana get up attacks. Then Nana tries to pummel too much. So Kenzo gets to get out. But he just gets a ground release, so I can just grab again. And now we have this, and then the game's over, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Something I do right here at the end is, once Nana has the grab, if I see her pummel once, I know that she's not throwing instantly, because if she had thrown instantly, I would have already had to grab right here. So if she pummels once, I know that I have a little bit more time before she throws, and then I just charge the forward smash, because I know at this percent, with a charge, it'll be enough to KO, and I don't need to go for another handoff here, right? I could re-grab Nana forward throw one more time, then just down throw F smash, but I don't need to if I can just react to her pummel with a charge F smash. Alright, then I'd say watch 2 more games, one of these on Yoshi's, one on FD. Because I win this one, and then I lose on Yoshi's once, very close game, and then I win on FD pretty convincingly, and I think it's good to see the comparison between the last FD game here that I won versus the ones we saw, or the one we saw earlier where I get owned. Alright, once again, bad start. That's also just a me issue. I'm pretty bad at just starting the game as icy, so I feel like I always need a little bit of time to get into it. But hey, that's not character specific, that's just a skill issue. If you see this right here, I'm playing around the short hop in. I know that if I try to back air right now, I'm probably not going to get it out in time before getting hit. So I do the short hop and drift all the way away, and luckily he hits Nana, which slows Falco down just enough for me to get this down smash. The reason why I didn't want to try to grab here is because I think turnaround grab just barely wouldn't have come out in time. But yeah, that's another mix-up you have out of the short hopping with your back turned. Yes, you can back air, but you can also just empty land, drift left or right, and you can also just short hop and then wave land right before landing to just barely space around Falco's approaches. Nice. Here we see, again, Falco is doing double jump stuff, and instead of wave dashing under here and trying to get something, I'm just chilling out, let the Falco land, get a blizzard out, and then next full hop, I try to wall it very carefully, right? Falco was jumping like this. If I throw out a back air right here, there's no way I'm getting hit because the top platform is protecting me. And then I just fall back down and keep dash dancing, and kind of using Nana as bait a little bit, right? This is another one of the situations where if you get this tech chase, there's no way you're getting this, right? Like this is the tech roll away I was talking about earlier. At this time I was still coping, thinking that I could dash attack it because that can work. It depends on your momentum and where you exactly are as they start the tech animation. But you see right here that this just barely doesn't land. So if I just had ran up, wave dash down right here, I might have been able to punish the spot dodge, or at least I would have held a very, very favorable position for myself.
Greedy dash attack by Nicky, which is very uncanny for him because he never greets, right? Like he goes for he goes for some grabs, but the dash attack only works if
I meant to down smash there. On this platform right here, you can grab every tech option, right? I wasn't sure if I would have to dash back and grab the tech roll behind me just because I didn't recognize the situation properly, which is why I chose to down smash it instead. But then I just got confused or reacted wrong or something. But that should be like at least a down smash, if not a turnaround grab into a kill, like through handoffs on the platform. That's the power shield I was talking about earlier. Turn your back and then try to power shield and then come back in with the laser. Here I just went for the power shield and then didn't try to go in because I knew that Falco was too far away and had too much time to just act safely even if I hit him with a power shielded laser. The Sopo isn't really doing much this set, unfortunately, but that just happens sometimes. Alright, another mistake here that I see a lot of ICs players do, myself included, is this situation is pretty much a 50-50, right? If you stay on stage, like right here, if Falco goes straight, you can probably down smash that on reaction. If Falco goes high, like any higher than this, you can probably back at that on reaction. The only thing you cannot cover on reaction from standing right here is Falco going to ledge. So I try to read Falco going to ledge right here, but I go to ledge a little bit too early, which gives them barely enough time to react with their up B height. And once I'm on the ledge right here, this high angle is no longer something I can cover. What I think ICs want to do here is stand right here. And if you want to grab ledge, you want to do it way later, like as a read of like, I am pretty confident you're going to grab ledge. And if you feel like the Falco isn't going to go to ledge, then you can stand right here and try to cover everything else. Sure, slip hogging is an option sometimes, but from a slip hog, it can be difficult because you have to ledge dash back on with Popo, right, to make sure that you let go of the ledge so that Nana can grab it, and then you go back on stage. The ledge dash momentum can make it a little bit awkward to position your next back air in case Falco goes high. And also, like I said earlier, if they stall with like a shine or they do an up B when you were expecting side B, it might be that Nana just does a normal get out, the ledge is available to them instantly, and then sure, you send Nana to ledge, but you didn't actually cover the ledge with it because Nana left the ledge too early. And also, it made it harder for you to cover the high angles. So that's why I think just positioning right here and then playing in a way where most of the time you just stand right here and cover the straight angle and the high angle. And then if they show you that they keep going to ledge, then you start mixing in the wave dash back to ledge more often. So like the wave dash to ledge here is like the specific read, whereas just standing right here is the safer way of playing the situation, because even if they go to ledge, they're still stuck on ledge and you're positioned very nicely in order to deal with their next ledge option, whether that be a double laser, a down air, a ledge dash even, yeah. I hate Ice Climbers up B so much. Why does the move never do anything? Come on. That one was for Nopia and it didn't even do anything. Man, I'm so sad. Alright, this is another very big thing, is you cannot really scrap with Falco out of shield if you're facing him. But if you're facing away from him, back air out of shield is actually a really good option, because, like I said earlier, back air is your fastest move and your best move to space around Falco's shine, because Falco's shine is so small. So if you're ever going to end up stuck in shield, if the Falco is good, you cannot expect to get any shield grabs. So you just want to play with back air out of shield, rolls out of shield, and maybe wave dashing out of shield if you feel like you just got an opening to escape. Alright, this right here is another one of the situations where I turn around and shield in case Falco lasers, and then I just go for this back air in place, because either Falco just short-topped at me, which means the back air hits, or Falco has stayed away, which means the back air is safe, or Falco has full hopped, which means I can land after the back air and then do something else. Here I get this. Now, with my current knowledge, what I will try to do here is do a pummel, Nana wave dash back, and then back throw handoff. But yeah, can't always get this. So I go for this. I thought Falco wouldn't get to top platform here, so that was just misjudgment. But yeah, luckily Falco isn't really getting out.
Oh my god, he's so fresh.
Except for when he does.
Oh, you think he's choking too? Yeah. I think they're both a little nervous.
That's the coverage I was talking about just now. By standing right here, if Falco side Bs to the ledge, down smash will still hit it, right? If you were standing right here, down smash wouldn't hit, so you have to be around this close. And spacey side B is always the first thing you're looking out for, right? Because it's their fastest way of going back to ledge. So whenever spaces are off stage, you want to have like this little checklist in your head where you're first looking for the side B, you're always preparing mentally for the side B. If it comes, you're ready to punish it, whether that be them edge canceling on a platform and you from here dash forward, full hop back at them. Or if they go, once they cross the platform height, you know that they're either going to go like this, which means they won't hit you, and then land right in front of you, so you don't have to act instantly. But once they're at your height, you instantly have to be ready to down smash anything, because again, the worst thing that can happen is getting reversaled, where they hit you with a recovery, which means they get to recover, and they also get an opening from it. Alright, here you just have to trust that Nana will make it back to Randall, because I saw that Randall was there, but it wasn't really possible to get to a position where it could help her a lot. Could have tried to like shoot an ice block to slow the Falco down, but that would have risked just Popo getting jumped on as I tried to do the ice block, so I wanted to play it slower. Alright. This is a classic, by the way. People will very often, like I wait a bit here, people will very often, as you try to come down, right, they're afraid of you just wave dashing off and then back airing right here. So they will see you wave dash off and then they will jump up. And sometimes, as they do that, you can instead land here and then just grab instantly. You see that I was trying to grab the Falco jumping like this, but luckily Nana had my back and she covered the other way. Could have re-grabbed that more easily. Here I kind of ran out of space, right? So this was already a hard one to get, but I think this was still possible. I was just too early with it. Here I had a guaranteed back air on the up B, which is what I was going for again. I grab ledge. If they up B, I can instantly double jump out and back air it. But as Nana falls down, one of the very last hits of Blizzard somehow hits the Falco, so that as I tried to back air the Falco out of the up B, Falco is now just falling down instead of finishing the up B, which made it really awkward. And then this happens. And then here we have the situation where this is where I read the tech roll away, because I know that I can react to tech in place, tech roll in, and no tech, but I cannot react to tech roll away, so here I just wave dash forward preemptively to cover that. And then just to get the spaghetti going, I had a new controller at that time recently, and I just wasn't fully used to like the thresholds for all the throws. And I don't know how I ended up back throwing here, but it was extremely funny in the moment. Alright, here we see again a dash dance, and then shield with my back turned, and then back air out of shield to catch the short up forward. Then I do the edge guard where I just wait, right? Now I grab ledge and try to do this, because I thought I would be close enough to hit this, guaranteed. But it seems like I just barely wasn't able to, like it's really close here. You see that this just doesn't quite land, which was alright. Almost got me killed. But hey, worked. And this is what I mean earlier with like the platform protecting you, right? Falco comes back down with a back air, but if he does the aerial, he can no longer fall through the platform. You can only fall through the platform if you don't do the aerial. And you'd have to start the aerial about here, which would mean that my back air would beat this. So, of course, spaghetti going on here. But that is just how it goes sometimes. Yeah, hilarious game. Very high entertainment factor. So let's look at our next game. Yeah, this game I get owned. I don't get owned. I think I had the game and then dropped it somewhere. And then I was feeling pretty chill because I felt a lot more confident about FD this time. One thing you're seeing me do a bit more often as well is just at these longer ranges, just short hopping and not doing the auto cancel back air right away, but just kind of like hanging out in my short hop. Because if Falco runs in right now, I can still do the back air later. And I can also double jump if I feel like something fishy is going on, or I can wave land instead, right? Like I don't instantly commit to the back air, I give myself a little bit of time to see what's going on. Here we have one of those dash dance grabs, because I knew that even if Falco lasered right here, then Nana would probably tank it. This is a grab, obviously, right? Like if I time and space my wave dash better, I grab right here, I forward throw a handoff, and then Falco's dead. But hey, can't get them all. Still mad about it. This is another good thing about these back airs, is that right here, what I input is short top back air, right? Like I jump and do the back air, but Popo gets hit by the laser and thus gets turned around. But Nana still receives the inputs that I just put in, which is jump and then C-stick to the right. Because Popo gets turned around by the laser, Nana is forced to face the same direction Popo is facing a bit later, but she still receives the C-stick to the right input, so she does short top forward air instead, and that kind of gets me out of the situation a little bit. You see right here how when Falco is jumping at me and I feel like a double jump is coming, I just stay away, right? Like here I mistime it slightly, but still I let Falco actually go up and then come back down, because you don't always have to punish them going up. You can just stall for time and wait until they land somewhere. This is a spot where I think slip hogging is decent when they're starting the recovery from a little bit lower, but still, yeah, you just have to think like what side Bs can they do? Because here Falco could have done jump, instant side B, or they could jump and side B like this, or they can jump up, fall, and then side B like this, or jump up, fall, and then side B to ledge. So there's a lot more like side B timings you have to worry about. So that's why I think slip hogging can be good here, because if Falco had side beat instantly, Nana would be on ledge right now. If he goes for a later option, then Nana is also on ledge right now, and I know that Falco might just be close enough to make it very likely for Nana to get up attack right here. And the get up attack is great because it stays out for longer, it occupies the ledge for longer than a normal get up, and it also has the hitbox like we just saw that can just send the opponent off stage. This was again a very good example of what I was talking about earlier. Sure, Falco double jumps at me, I don't try to grab this, I just wave dash away, and then my mistake here is that I start looking for a lot of dash attacks on these landings. Which just barely doesn't work. If I just wait right here, right? If I just do the thing I talked about earlier, either wave dash straight down, or just like do a dash or a walk forward so that I'm positioned right around the Falco's landing, you see how scared Falco is. They know they have to land after the double jump, and they know that any landing they do close to me could lead to them getting dash dance grabbed. So if I just do one extra dash dance and then go for a grab, now I have a mix-up where half the time nothing happens because I'm just avoiding them, and the other half of the time I'm getting a grab, and that's great. That's how you want to play Ice Climbers. You want to avoid the bad chaos and enter into the situation where you know you either nothing happens or you win. Of course, you can't always do that, right? Like if it was that easy, then Ice Climbers would just never get hit. But they have a lot of tools that allow them to do stuff like this. Something just for this handoff right here. Usually people end the handoffs by just doing a down throw with the main climber and forward smashing with Nana. Right here I'm at a spot where if I forward smash right now, it might not kill yet. But if I hand it off to Nana and then try to grab again, so that I have the grab with Popo, the red one, there's not enough space for me to easily re-grab Nana's forward throw. So instead I just hand it off to Nana and then start charging a forward smash, because if she throws instantly, I just let it go right away. And I get the extra damage from the extra down throw and Nana's forward throw. And if she pummels a few times, I get to charge it for as long as I want to until she eventually throws, or until if she pummels 5 times or something like that, then I just get to fully charge it and then it also kills for sure. Yeah, that Blizzard, I don't think you really need to do it. I just like doing it to make sure Nana's not getting in the way or getting clipped by a Falco side B. Just want to make sure you don't accidentally do it the other way, because that can actually save the opponent. There's one of those dash attacks working. Here's the grab. Didn't throw fast enough. I usually do forward throw dash attack. I was messing around with the down throw up smash a bit more. So I'm not super used to the follow-ups off of down throw up smash. Down throw up smash has the advantage that you don't need Nana to be with you quite as early, from my experience. Whereas for forward throw dash attack, if Nana's right on top of you and actionable, that's great, but sometimes she isn't. Then you can do the longer down throw, which gives Nana time to catch up. But yeah, alright. Falco lands, just move away, Falco full hops at me. And this is the thing I said about Falco full hop, is that it is reactable to an extent, right? I see Falco full hop, so I can do this back air, and even if Falco down airs me, because I'm at such low percent, it's not going to knock me down. I'm gonna land, be actionable instantly, and then I might still be able to get a grab or a down smash. But if I'm spaced to the side of Falco, then the back air should usually just win. Yeah, you see me go really hard with the dash attacks, like an absolute idiot. Another one of those things where I knew how I wanted to play the situation to avoid getting hit, but I didn't quite know yet how I want to play out of the situation. The dash attack is decent. I guess I needed to time it either a bit earlier or just, actually use it as a mix-up and not do it every time, because doing it every time is just stupid. But yeah, like I said earlier, there's other great ways of playing around Falco's landing after a double jump, because they will feel afraid and you do have some time to do something. All right. Here I try to do the power shield wave dash in, but even if you don't get the power shield, you can still get on top of Falco, which is nice. Yeah, the jab here can work if you do it a little bit earlier, maybe. You could probably also forward tilt this side B on reaction, but if you're this close to ledge, then I find forward tilting a bit difficult. If I was right here, it would be easier, because then I have a little bit of space to walk forward into. But forward tilting without walking forward at all is hard, and walking off stage right here was like the one way I lose the game, right? Just give Falco a free Popo stock, and I knew that if I could just build up like 10 more damage, 20 more damage, then that would go a long way, because then it might reduce the amount of grabs I need from 2 to 1. Which is why I played it really slow, and just made sure that I'm not getting reversal, not giving Falco a stock for free. But now, once again, I'm just thinking about how do I lose this game. I lose the game by giving Falco a shine that he doesn't have to work for, right? So by just running into their landing when they're double jumping, or I don't know, just missing a smash attack. So I tried to play it slow, and I tried to make it so that if Falco wants to hit me, he has to risk running into an aerial at least. You see I'm just standing still right here, always threatening back air, and I do the back air to catch the short hop. Falco full hops instead, I shield, nothing happens. And again, I space around the full hop with the back air. Falco double jumps, his double jump goes too high, so I get to get another back air out, and now I know that I'm spaced correctly and have the time to get the stock that way. Okay. Not completely optimal what's going on here. And I think that's game over. Okay, what I actually wanted to do here is charge the forward smash with Nana, and then wave dash to ledge with Popo, because that just looks funny, but it's a little bit of a weird input to do, and messing around a little bit right here. But yeah, you see again right here that I covered both the straight angle to stage and the high angle, but not the ledge angle, and it still worked out fine. And if Falco had gone to ledge, then sure, Falco's on ledge with 130%, and I'm standing right here. If they try to double laser, they can get back aired and die. If they ledge dash, I can preemptively dash away to make sure I'm not in range of a ledge dash shine. So yeah. Alright, let me know what you think. Had a lot of fun doing this, and hopefully it helps a couple of people. I'll link the set in the description if anyone wants to watch the whole thing, because we watched 4 games, I think, and there's more. We played a total of, I think, 11 games or something. And yeah, if you want to watch me get completely bodied one more time on FD, you can watch the rest of the first set, or you can watch Grands, where I end up doing a lot better throughout the set. Cool, hope you enjoy. Let me know what you think, and I'll maybe see you all some other time. Goodbye.